Good morning and welcome to our lesson today, where we would go through the reservation process. But even before we get into that, I've been able to explain to you the different departments. We're able to define what a front office department is. We're able to look at some of the functions that are carried out in a front office. Yeah, we were also able to look at the different personnel that work in a front office, where we mentioned about the front office manager, we mentioned about the bell desk, we mentioned about the switchboard operator, etc. We were also able to look at the different equipment, office equipment that you would find in a front office. We mentioned about the computer, a photocopier. We also mentioned about a rack rate. Yeah. We mentioned about the switchboard. Those are the different equipment that you would get in a front office. Yeah. So right now, I wanted us to go through one of them. We're also able to look at the office layout, how the office layout is designed. Yeah. We have the lobby, yeah, where visitors sit. We're also able to look at the different subsections, like where we get the front desk, yeah, also where we have the cashier, the switchboard behind. And now that makes it easy for us to understand how a front office layout looks like. Okay, so remember we said in a front office, we've got different sections, and some of these sections we mentioned about the reservation section, we mentioned about the night audit, we mentioned about the cashiering, we mentioned about the registration, etc. Now we're going to start with the reservation, yeah? So it is good for us to understand what actually happens in a reservation section or in a reservation desk. Okay, remember, we were able to define reservation where we say reservation is just basically booking in advance, yeah, where you are able to reserve. When you say reserve, you're trying to make a requisition for a room or for accommodation in advance. For example, I plan to go to Mombasa next week. So what happens? I will make a reservation. I will make an inquiry in a hotel and find out if they have the rooms available. Okay, so basically reservation refers to the activity of booking the room in advance for a prospective guest on his request for future. And this could be either a few days, yeah, maybe a few months, or even maybe in an yearly, yeah. So you're able to make accommodation requests in advance, yeah. Maybe you want to go to that hotel next week, so you make the inquiry some few days. Maybe you want to go next month, you'll make the requisition or the request maybe some few days. Maybe you want to go next year, yeah, so you'll make the reservations in advance. So that's what it means, yeah. So reservation basically revolves that, yeah. So what is some of the processes, or what are some of the process that you'd get in a reservation section? Is we say you conduct the reservation inquiry. Yeah, when you conduct the reservation inquiry, you try to find out from the guest, yeah, how long will you be staying here, what is your name, what kind of room do you need, etc. Yeah, then also you determine the room and the rate available. Yeah, so when the person calls, when the guest calls to find out, yeah, you will give them information about the rooms that you have currently and their rates. Okay, you will also create a reservation record. Now, a reservation record is where you put in the details of the guests. Yeah, maybe this person is called Peter. Yeah, Peter Otieno. Yeah, he comes from maybe this organization. This is his contact, etc. So you're creating a reservation record. Okay, then of course you've got the confirmation of the reservation record. We also have got the maintenance of the reservation, and then now you produce the reservation report. Now the reservation report shows a list of all those people or all those guests who are planning to come and stay with us. Okay, then what are some of the functions of the reservation section? Is we say this section is involved in, it helps the hotel to collect revenue, because when these guests come to, when they make this advance reservation, they also make some payments. Okay, so this is a section that is involved with revenue collection on behalf of the hotel. Also, the same department is involved in receiving reservation requests from guests. Yeah, it is also used to this department also is used to assist the organization to be able to come up with a projection of how much they expect to get during a certain period. Okay, so this department is very, very important. So then, what are the different methods or the different types of reservation methods that we would get in our reservation desk? We say we've got a guaranteed reservation. Now, when a guest is making an inquiry for a reservation, yeah, they have different types of reservation that are done. Now, when we talk about the guaranteed reservation, we are trying to say this one ensures that the hotel will hold a room for the guest until a specific time following the guest scheduled arrival date. Yeah, so this reservation, you the guest will try to make some commitments that give me until this time, or reserve for me a room until this time. After this time, if I don't show up, then now you can decide to. But before they do that, they have to make some form of commitment. The guest has to commit himself. So then how do the guests commit themselves is what we call the prepayment. Now, prepayment is where the guest will make some deposit in advance. They will make some deposit in advance. From this deposit in advance, it guarantees their reservation. They can also sweep their credit card. Yeah, details of their credit card is taken and the room is reserved in that. Then, of course, we've got the corporate guaranteed. Now, corporate guaranteed is now where this person is coming from this organization. Now, the organization that he's coming from will write a letter saying that they will take care of the expenses for this person. Okay, they'll make expenses for this person. So it is very important for you to know the different types of guaranteed. Guaranteed, we say the guest has to make some commitment about his reservation. Okay, then we've got what we call the reservation inquiry. Now, the reservation inquiry is where guests can communicate their reservation needs in either they can walk into our hotel, they can make a call, and they can also drop an email. Okay, yeah, so what are some of the information that is normally asked from the guest? When the guest comes to us, they have to give their names, they have to give their addresses, their telephone number, yeah, the company that they are working for, the date of arrival, when are they expected to arrive, and how long will they be staying with us. They also need to give us their departure day. They'll also need to tell us the type of room that they require, yeah, and the method that they plan to use for payment. So these are some of the information that is normally feed when the guest is making an inquiry. Okay, then also we mentioned about the sources of reservation. Where do you get information about reservation? So So we've got something called the centralized or the central reservation system. Now, under the central reservation system, this is a system where maybe a company or a hotel has got contacts, and they are able to get information from that system. Yeah, it is a central reservation system. It's composed of a central reservation office, member hotels connected together via a communication device, and potential guests. Now, sometimes depending now with the nature of the hotel. Yeah, for example, a big hotel like let's say the Serena, yeah, they could have a central system where all information that revolves around the different hotels that they have is shared, and therefore they're able to know, or they have also a common system that also gives information about their guests. Okay, so they're able to pick that information from that system. Okay, then we say the central reservation offices are divided into two. We've got the affiliate reservation network. Now, this is the network that refers to a hotel chain reservation system. Then, of course, under the same, we've got different advantages of that kind of a system. The affiliate system, where we say you're able to reduce the overall cost, you're able to attract business or make referrals, etc. Yeah, then of course we've got the intercell agencies, we've got the direct reservation system, etc. Then sometimes you'd find an organization, you could have a group reservation. Now, a group reservation is whereby you have several people coming into our organization. Okay, this is what we call the group reservation. Now, the group reservation revolves around a group of people who make an inquiry to come and stay in our hotel. Yeah, so we say a group representative or a member of the travel agency will communicate about this group reservation. Yeah, so upon availability, the hotel reservation department shall block the requested number of rooms, because you see now this is a group. So that means that they will need to have several rooms. So these rooms, once it's been confirmed, these rooms shall be blocked for that period of time. Okay. Then, of course, you've got the reservation availability, because sometimes when you make an inquiry or when you make a reservation, sometimes it is not available. Therefore, after receiving a request, the hotel might accept it, that is, if it is available. If not, the reservation department should suggest an alternative room. Sometimes when you make a reservation, you may not get the available room. Therefore, the reservation agent should be able to advise you on alternatives that are available. Okay, yeah. So then we talk about in order to cope up with the overbooking problem. Sometimes you can make you want to stay in this hotel, but there are challenges to do with overbooking. So what is it that you need to do as a reservation agent? Yeah, is to ensure that you have the number of rooms reserved for a specific date. So you already have a clue of what are some of the reservations that you have in advance. Yeah. Also check the number of rooms occupied, yeah, for a specific date. Ensure that you are focused on the overstays percentage, etc. We've got different devices that are used for purposes of tracking room availability. Sometimes it is, sometimes it is good to come up with a system that will help you to be able to know that remember, you have so many guests coming to your organization, so you may not keep a track. So there's a tracking device that has been used to help you to be able to know the availability of rooms. Yeah, so we've got different things or systems that have been put in an organization to track this. So one of it is what we call the control books. Yeah, so a control book, a standard leaflet, and it is assigned each day. Yeah, under this system, When a potential guest calls to have a reservation, the reservation clerk shall check the cells corresponding to the rooms. If there's an empty cell for all the length, okay, now this kind of a system is whereby it is manually done. Okay, so when a guest makes a reservation, the reservation agent will check at some of those places. Cells means openings, yeah, so they'll check on the openings to see which room is available. Okay, and then maybe from there they are able to allocate. We also have got another system that we call the wall charts. Now the wall charts, these are stapled on the wall. There's a chart on the wall, so that chart shows the available rooms. Okay, and of course we got a computerized system, and this computerized system is where the information is kept. The information is fed into the system, yeah, showing that this room is not available or this room is available. Of course, you've got the reservation record. These are the details of the guests, which you say the name. If it's an individual, if it's a group, you give the name of that group. Yeah, the guests' home, their addresses, their telephone numbers. Yeah, the arrival date and departure date, etc. All right. Then we say it is important for you to make a reservation, for you to make a reservation confirmation, because sometimes a guest will call to say that they want to come, but how do you confirm that they will actually come? Is by making sure that you have a reservation confirmation. Now, this is now where you communicate to the guest, confirming or awaiting, or write to them, asking them to confirm their availability, the date of their arrival, the room type, etc. Okay, yeah. So generally, a reservation section revolves around booking rooms in advance for guests. Okay, that's what it involves. And we've also been able to look at the different reservations, where we mentioned about the guaranteed reservation. Yeah, and the guaranteed reservation, we mentioned about the different methods that you'd use to make a guaranteed reservation. Maybe it's through the credit card, yeah, through a prepayment, through a corporate reservation, etc. Yeah, so basically reservation revolves around booking rooms in advance. Yeah, what information do you need to have? Yeah, you need to have the guest name, their addresses, their telephone numbers, how long are they staying with us, when do they plan to depart, how do they make their payment. Yeah, because this guest has not come to our hotel, so you're trying to make arrangements in advance. That's now what you call the reservation. So what I did, I was also able to share with you some few tips, some few questions that should be able to guide you to understand this reservation process. Yeah, so basically, if you have a query, if you have a question that you need to clarify, please let me know, and I should be able to guide you appropriately. Otherwise, I want to wish you guys a very nice day, and take care of yourself. Bye for now.